your questions. If you have anything that you'd like to ask, I'm willing to answer.
I'll start off the questions. One of the more important tasks that a commissioner has to do is work with the county manager on the budget, and ultimately they have to vote on that. Tell us a little bit about your budgeting experience with public funds.
Okay, good question, actually. I work in corporate communications, and corporate communications for the United States, so it's not just at RTP for that office. And we have about a $2 million budget that we have to handle, and we have to manage, and we have to maintain, and also for special projects. Anytime that we're going to be doing something that has to do with technology, you know that can get kind of pricey, especially if you're doing new programs and new development. The dollars can really mount up. And we have to put in information for the scope of the project and the budgeting of the project. I've taken many project management courses over the years to be able to do that and to pretty much come in on target. But every year I'm accountable. I have to go in every year, and we have to come in within a certain percentage of the total allotment that we have. And so far, 22 years, I haven't done too bad. I don't think I've ever come in over budget, so that's a good thing. But I do believe that is important, and you talked about working with the county manager, which I think is something that I just thought about. Is another thing with leadership that's very important with me is allowing the right people to do the right jobs, and having people who have strengths, empowering them to do their job and to be accountable is extremely, extremely important.
Thank you. Any other questions for Ms. Stewart?
Yeah, it's commonly held that education leads economic development, and our commissioners have been recognized statewide for their outstanding support of education. Would you care to comment on their support of education, or how you would support education, or what you've done for education in Chatham County?
Oh, absolutely. As I said, you know, hey, look, I work with that all the time with kids. I think it's extremely important. I think it's #1 priority. Our kids are our future. Okay, and right now there's some concern. I see what my children learn, and I see what my grandkids are learning. I see that there's a difference today than there was before. There's a lot of things that we could be doing in partnerships with industry. As I said, in the company I work for, we go out and we partner with schools. So there are actually companies out there that is part of their corporate social responsibility to get out there and mentor and partner, and actually get in there and volunteer to help where they can, and to bring their expertise into the classroom. Teachers can't know everything, and there's a lot of people out there, especially where we are in the sciences and the medical field, that can come in and actually give a hand to help teach some of the things that we have. I said I'm a lifelong learner, and I never stop learning. I'm constantly reading, I'm constantly studying and doing things, and I think adult education is also important. When you stop learning, you stop growing, and that's a fact. So I
Are you partnering in the Chatham County schools, or
well, actually, I'm glad
are
you
you
brought
working
it.
in the Chatham County
I'm glad you brought
schools?
that up, because I was going to catch this lady right back here before she left. We're actually starting to work on a teacher workshop for next spring, and I'd like to get Chatham County involved to be able to send some teachers to the workshop, the science education workshop.
Thank you, Ms. Stewart.